They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Southern Miss's offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys go to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent, establish the run game early on offense.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quarterback on the keeper. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Golden Eagles are on the move. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Golden Eagles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. White going to attack through the air. Rush is on him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. We saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. One back back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish your... Oh, he's got some space. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Looking for room. It's Robinson. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll do it himself on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Floating away. He's going to take off. Got a 1st down. He's loose on the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got room to work. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. To give. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 1st downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Grab behind the line. It's King. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Catch in the middle. It's Dalton. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Golden Eagles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal to those situations, Palmer. You got to get those pop.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's at the 50, the 30, running inside the 20, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continue to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Caught in the backfield. It's Dalton. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up execution like that at a premium. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. White wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line. Gives it on the option. Makes a man miss. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Caught behind the line. It's Dalton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Carter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Got a man. It's Carter. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Great place to start for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. At the 20. Touchdown, Southern Miss. The defense putting points on the board.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. He wants to take the top off. Reels it in down the left side. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. 1st down from the 49. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking left. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attack.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard. They get through, and it's blocked. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That's caught. It's Dalton. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. White going to attack through the air. He's going for the big play. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report.
And the Golden Eagles will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Caught over the middle. It's Howard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He'll do it himself. Find some fresh air. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. White wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Going right and going deep. Makes the grab on the shot. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense.
What a fucking play.
At the 33.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Carter. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. This home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Golden Eagles have their offense in high gear. From the gun, running back gets the give. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Steps away to find some room. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
It is good. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on.
Another ball is knocked free. Grabbed by the kicking team. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Give to the running back. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Got it in the middle. It's Simmons. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense.
What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. The give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
Looking downfield is St. Clair. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tiger. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. a second down play. Here's the handoff. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, they really could have used that catch. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll go back to the ground. He's in open space downfield. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. White going to attack through the air. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Touchdown, Auburn! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 8 over the Groupers.
Gives it on the option.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. That's reeled in. It's King.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. White wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Using his legs to buy some time. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He might want another play. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll keep it on the ground and keep this clock moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
This kicker is mentally tough, man. There are not a lot of guys that would have a kick blocked earlier in the game come out here and make that kick you just saw. That was awesome.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. White going to attack through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's taking a deep shot. Working the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And some
fires deep toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it down and run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third. Fires toward the end zone. He caught it. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get...
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. Bounce bounced off his feet. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps.